Well, you know something else that's tied up in litigation right now?
Mm.
Mm, And it was groundbreaking, as NASA has worked with two companies specifically, which is Blue Origins, and like sounds evil. They're not there. Completely subjective opinion. Anyway, SpaceX won this contract, and Blue Origins and Dianetics got super pissed off about it, and they were saying,
I'm back.
"Welcome back." They were saying that that wasn't fair of NASA because NASA allowed SpaceX to adjust their contract and their bid and resubmit it for them to accept it. And they basically are filing like a government petition called a GOA to have the government revisit the whole contract process and if what NASA did was lawful. Which, I mean, I don't know. In that context, maybe they should have allowed Blue Origins and Dianetics to readjust their bids a little bit since they have worked with it. But look at the results that SpaceX has completed in the last couple of
I mean,
years.
look at their working relationship that they currently have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So why would they not want to continue to work with a trusted partner versus somebody who hasn't really shown results just yet?
that and wasn't the bid from SpaceX significantly bigger than the?
It was. And that was another part of the debate from the other two companies. They were saying, well, that's not fair because SpaceX isn't, proficient in ballistics and things of that nature. So, of course, they're going to give you a cheaper price because they're not giving you the full package. And to me, it's kind of like almost like a pissing contest between billionaires. It's like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are like, almost at the point of adding each other on Twitter. That's what it feels like to me. But ultimately, like, I think it comes down to what will get us the most advances. Like, we have a space program that was cut down to the bones, the last like 20 years, and then finally given funding again. If SpaceX can provide the technology, I mean, mind you, SpaceX launched Crew Dragon that went up to the International Space Station and successfully landed. Blue Origins was saying, well, they've had four, launches that went disastrous, they blew up. Well, yeah, I mean, every start has a little bit of a rocky beginning, but
What have you done, Blue Origin? Like,
yeah.
What was the last
throw
rocket you
shade at-
launched?
Yeah, you can throw shade at other people, but what was the last thing you did?
Have you put a car on Mars?
So I forgot
Yeah.
what rocket that Blue Origin has been developing, but I do know it is nowhere close to the Falcon 9 that SpaceX has been using.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do you have the Falcon 9 engine blowing them away, you have the Heavy Falcon, which has 3 Falcon 9s under it. And it's just like, come on, Blue Origin, like put your money where your mouth is, don't just talk smack, like prove them wrong.
Stop trying to
Yeah.
stop space travel from happening. Jesus.
He doesn't even go here madly.
Yeah. Blue Origin is the Jeff Bezos owned equivalent of SpaceX, but think of like a little shitty knock.
Wait, real quick. Jeff Bezos, the same one from Amazon?
That owns
Yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah.
That owns Twitch and Amazon and the Washington Post. Yes.
He owns the Washington Post?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Mackenzie Bezos, his ex-wife, is actually one of the main funders of a lot of the left-leaning viewpoint newspapers, but he retained ownage of Washington Post in the divorce.
Wow.
Oh,
For
speaking of
that-
divorce.
Have you ever seen Blue Origin at Cape Canaveral? I can't talk. I think they do more so of like the engineering side, which I mean is possibility.
They're also about 5 years behind SpaceX. They started a little bit. So they started a few years after SpaceX, and they have some of the people that SpaceX didn't want. So SpaceX, some of the early people of SpaceX that were not kept around is a nice way to put it.
They weren't a good
Found their way
fit.
to Blue Origin.
Yes, Madly, our Twitch boss, runs Blue Origin.
Our boss.
You on Twitch too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Twitch is
Amazon
owned by
Prime.
Prime, which is owned by Jeff Bezos. So therefore,
Puzzled's mind is like blown right now.
that's why you can get Amazon Prime subscriptions. Speaking
Will
of
he
which, if
just
you got an
adopt
Amazon,
me?
huh?
I literally run my life through him. Can he just adopt me?
Nope.
He has
He
a
is,
big
he is
child
the closest
support.
thing to Lex Luthor we will ever have in real life.
Honestly, I believe that.
And
I totally see it.
Elon Musk
So-
is the closest thing to like, yes.
So, do y'all see a lot of SpaceX launches around Cape Canaveral, or do they do most of? I thought they did most of their launches. I mean, of course, they would do some NASA launches at NASA, but I thought they did a lot of their launches at South Padre.
They
Or
did a
they might
couple of tests.
only do their private ones at South Padre.
Yeah. So that's what's going on, guys. We're going to keep an eye out for that. But the results of this is that SpaceX, the contract they were awarded to start working on, was a lunar base on the fucking moon, like putting humans on the moon, which is amazing. I mean, that's something straight out of a sci-fi movie. So I'll be interested to see what else happens from there if we don't get obliterated by a shitty space launch by China. So this was another thing in space, guys. A Chinese rocket basically it launched out, and when it launched out, it took a piece of the like launch pad with it, or like the building that it was launching from, and so that went out into space, and now it's going to come back to Earth. And they have no idea where it's going to land. Literally, like they said, from like New York to Mexico is the distance where it can land, which is, I don't know, basically the whole fucking Earth, like besides the poles. And most of it we'll see like a lot of burn up in the atmosphere, but there will be debris. So that's scary. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever had this experiment in like science class, but if you drop a penny from the top of a building, it's going fast enough, like, and it hits somebody, like it's gonna kill them. Like, can you imagine what big chunks of debris will
Did you
actually
kill
do?
people?
No, I learned.
Did you go on top of the building, like tell your friends, "Hey, hang out down here"?
No.
Welcome to Jackass.
so
Dodge the penny.
So they don't know where the missile is landing or where the building is landing, or
Oh,
same.
was it Madly? Oh, they don't know. They don't know where the debris is landing. So the launch was successful, so to speak, but there's a big chunk of debris in space that will fall down. They just don't know where it's going to land. Of course, like people are, tracking it and trying to see where it could, land. Hopefully, water, because the Earth is 70% covered in water. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to estimate exactly where it will come down.
Have you ever heard of the rods from God weaponry?
No.
So it's a theory that if you take a tungsten rod and you drop it from a satellite, that it would impact with like a nuclear bomb would, but without all the nuclear radiation and all the fallout. So is China just trying to do it cheaply?
What? I've
Like,
never
That's
heard
a
of
tinfoil.
this.
building
I
on-
need my tinfoil hat for this. Like, China conspiracy. Okay, so Spartan asks, how long before we send people to Mars? I'm betting within the next 10 years. So Spartan, us, the Naked Crew, last February, we took a trip to NASA in Houston, and it was so fun. But we learned that that they're training for people between 7 and 17 will be the first people on Mars within like the next 30 years, right? Was that?
Yeah. So the first person to be on Mars is currently between the ages of 7 and 13, I believe, right now.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Which is about 30 years basically of science and technology.
Oh, that means Alyssa Carson won't be.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
The
Alyssa
girl we
Carson.
talked about, was it a week ago?
She's not affiliated with anything.
I
She is
know.
set though.
But she deserved it, goddammit.
Well, there is a possibility for like the elder, like older than that, to Mars, right?
Madly, I'm gonna find that episode of freaking Mythbusters, and we're gonna settle this debate.
Oh hell yeah, we are.
They're that age now, Madly.
No, they have to send them now, so they can colonize when they come of age.
I believe right
They're
now
launching next week.
it would be just under 3 years for them to get there.
Hmm
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So that's a
Speaking-
lot longer than
No, go for
the
it.
TV show we saw.
It was
Away.
2 years in a way.
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
Away was like 2 years and 6 months. So, but the biggest the biggest hurdle that we have to climb is we have to use the moon as the launch point for Starship.
Mhm.
So, I think that was another big item that went into SpaceX's contract is that SpaceX has Starship, which is almost ready to launch into space. Because once Starship goes into space, it's not coming down. Like it's meant to stay in space to go from the moon to Mars and then back.
Mhm.
So the moon's supposed to be its refuel port plus, kind of its home base. So do you really want Jeff Bezos trying to refuel Starship? You know what I mean? like he's jacking up the gas prices on Elon Musk just to say fuck you.
But it's okay. All his cars are electric. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, solar panels. Boom.
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
I think currently they're using pure hydrogen. So
The vote from space.
Oh Jesus.
There you go, Spartan.
There's another show on Netflix. So we watched Away on Netflix. It was awesome. But there's another one called Stowaway, and it's about an engineer that gets trapped on a spaceship and gets launched into space. And he freaks the fuck out when he realizes that he's in space.
you
It
get
was
what you deserve.
How would you react? I would be so scared.
I mean, I would have snuck in to hitch a ride on purpose, so I wouldn't be that scared.
So interesting space news. Everybody loves space. We love space, especially on the Naked podcast. I'm sorry, Peach, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, if I ever found myself on board a spacecraft, it's on. Can we turn around and can I go get my Game Boy? That's all I want.
Well,
I don't care
if
about
you
the Switch, I
forgot
just
to
want a
pack your
Boy.
Game Boy, that's your own fault.
It's not my fault if someone threw me and they're tied up.
Who still packs a Game Boy? You know what I mean? Like, pull out the Switch and do it real.
Everybody's Mario Partying and Zero Gravity. That'd be amazing.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Oh
Space
no,
over tacos. I'm with you,
Spartan.
Spartan.
space plus tacos. How about that?
There you
Okay.
go.
Taco.
So
Taco
what,
MREs.
what do we have to do to convince Peach to open the first taqueria in space?
Hey, I'm already on board. like, what
Twist
are we
my
gonna call
arm.
it? What are we gonna call it?
Peach's tacos.
I was hoping for Ethan's tacos.
Ooh. And only women work there? Yeah, hey, yeah. Hell.
What?
No.
What?
No.
No.
We need
Outta
to
here.
get we need to get an elderly Mexican lady, put her
Betty
in the
White.
kitchen, or Betty White. Teach her how to make tortillas, and then she'll be the one making the tortillas, so they're gonna be fucking delicious.
Dude, honestly, what makes or break most tortillas here or tacos is the tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a guy at we opened a new building, right? And there's a guy that comes there, and the inside of his tacos are like, but they're homemade tortillas, so they're like automatic plus.
So here in Texas, because I know Madly for sure is in Florida, it's very different. You can't find breakfast tacos there. We have breakfast tacos, which is a lot of places call them breakfast burritos, but they're actually tacos, and everybody else is wrong. Just a South Texas thing for you. But yeah, so tacos are primo in South Texas. Yes, Madly, we
Yes,
have breakfast
bro.
tacos.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
Carne
Madly.
asada tacos with fresh cheddar cheese on it. You can't beat it. Like that's what you judge people on around here.
A
Yeah.
bean, bacon, and cheese taco on a homemade tortilla. Hell yeah!
Hey, we're
So
gonna make tortillas tonight.
There's the one taco spot I hit up, Benny's. They have chorizo potato, and they're the best.
Dude. Potato
I'll stick with my
chorizo's the-
basic. I'll stick with my basic potato, egg, and cheese with some salsa sprinkled on.
Yeah, no, that slaps too. Everything, all these combinations are great.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, send me them. Taco Bell. Ooh.
I-
Natalie, when
I'd say
Puzzle's
Sonic.
going to Florida in a couple months, we're gonna send some tacos with her. You just got to track her down and find them.
Oh,
Meet me at the airport.
Natalie,
Ma'am, you can't bring that ice chest. Yes, I can.
Natalie, only if you send Jamaican beef patties back.
Yes.
Like, please find them because they're amazing.
Yeah, I've only had Jamaican food like once, but it was so good. And I know it's not the real shit here.
Madly, I will send you a
Yeah.
recipe to make tortillas so you can make your own breakfast.
Oh, that'll be a fun stream.
Ooh.
She did
That would be a fun
one with TJ Spoof, like a